All right, I'm here, Van Avenue. You can't see it. My phone's acting weird. This phone's not picking it up. This is freshly poured concrete. This is a crack right here. It starts from here to the base down. This is all freshly poured concrete. You should not have, look, you can still see the chalk line on it. You see that? They just poured this. Look, it's already got cracks in it. It's already got a crack in the foundation right here, coming straight down. Look, you could just chip it right off. Coming straight down, boom. I'm concerned. Daytona Beach, you guys have a really bad problem, yo. You know, in Dade County, I come from Dade County, y'all. I come from 305. I come from Dade County. I can tell you 2 incidences. They so stupid down there. They screwed up, huh? First incident. Which one first? The FIU bridge. The inspectors knew they had problems with that FIU bridge before it collapsed. The engineers knew that thing was going to collapse before it collapsed. They still went ahead with it. There was a skyrise in Miami, like North Miami, Sunnyside, something like that. Yeah, Sunnyside, North Miami. The officials knew that was going to collapse, or they had it red flagged. If they didn't know it was going to collapse, same thing with FIU bridge. If they didn't know it was going to collapse, they had red flagged it, y'all. Man, they just don't build how they used to. You feel me? This got to get all done. Fortunately, this is not structural. This is just a parking lot, right? This is just a parking lot. This isn't structural. If it was there, I don't know. I can't get up in there. I don't know what's going on in their foundation in there. But if they just poured this and you're having problems here, this ain't good, man. This ain't good. Look at this stuff. This is cheap, man. Look, this ain't good, man. This is just like PV. Let me show you. Let me show you what happens when you put this stuff down and you don't do it right. You got to do this stuff right. And even if you do it right, I don't even think, look at this stuff. They just backfill it, man. It's tongue and groove. They backfill it, right? Look at this crap, man. You can't expect this stuff. This is so cheap. This is so cheap. You can't expect that to be a substitute for this. Look, this is what's there. This is what should be here. They can't afford this. They can't afford this. This is too expensive for them. So let's go the next best route. Let's go the cheaper route. Knowing they got problems. Knowing they got mad problems here with their foundations, yo. With that hurricane. Knowing they got problems. Look what happens to this stuff if you don't install it right. I don't have a good feeling about it. Look at the concrete. Look where the concrete was. And look what they putting in place for it. Acting like that's going to hold up. Man, y'all federalists need to stop. Y'all need to stop cutting off your nose in spite of your face. Stop being so cheap. Look at this. This is what happens when you don't install it right. And this is what happens when you do install it right. Look. Big difference. Costs a lot of money. Costs nothing. Look. Daytona Beach. Look at this. Look at this mess. They thought this was going to hold up. They thought this was going to hold up to the tides. Boy, they think a lot of things. There's a big difference between that and this. A huge difference, y'all. And I don't know, with all this money, all this fake money, why they ain't doing it like this, I don't even know. I don't even know. Concerning to say the least. And with all the problems they had with this last storm coming through, man, look at here. They really think that's going to hold. They really think they're going to put this up and put backfill behind it, and it's going to be just as strong as concrete. I sure hope they know what the hell they're doing, because in my world, I would much rather have concrete. You tell me, America, all you professional engineers out there, what would you use? Would you rather use this concrete, or would you rather use this, whatever they call this crap? It's not even metal. It's like plastic, yo. They got to backfill it, right? They got to backfill it. and just cheap. With all the problems we got going on, they think this is, here, look over there, look down there. That's their solution. Because they can't figure this out. They can't figure out how to pour the concrete. Look at that. Oh, man. Freshly poured concrete. Right here, guys. I'm out. Because I'm in the way. They're getting busy over here. I'm in the way.